This video is presented by EA Game Changers. I'd like to thank EA Game Changers for flying me out to Gamescom, which is where the footage for this game was recorded, and for looking after me while I was at the event. I hope you enjoy the video. So in this video we're going to look at some of the passes in FIFA 18. These are all passes or types of passes that are available in FIFA 17, but they've changed in ways of effectiveness. There are some that are a lot more effective in my opinion, and there are some, there's certainly one that's a lot less effective compared to FIFA 17. So I'm just going to run you through a few of them, show you a few scenarios and see what you think, and with further ado, let's get straight into it. So we start off with some simple short passing. It's just a case of controlling the ball and then passing it. Simple and short. You control it and pass. It's going pretty much where I aim. There's very little risk involved. You pass to a player in space. There's not going to be too much trouble retaining possession. It's going to find the man. And onto this one is a bit longer passes, so it's still the same thought behind it. Control it and then pass it. Not first time. Control passes. A few through balls thrown in here. Ozil does play it to Lacazette there, who finishes it well. Nice little long shot, gets himself on the score sheet. But as you can see from the passing arrows, they're pretty much going to the man. They're pretty much going where I aim it to. The through balls towards the end of the move, a little bit more risky. They don't always go quite where they want you to go, where you want them to go. Ozil here, the through ball wasn't great, but ended up going to Lacazette's feet, and he managed to finish it here. Lacazette here playing Ozil through the through ball on the right in space. Ozil does cut it back inside to Lacazette and then play it outside to Ozil, who's offside, but it's another way of showing the through ball. Here you can see a quick replay of the through ball played ahead of Ozil into space, and here we've got a driven pass from deep from Ozil through to Ramsey, who gives it to Lacazette, back to Ramsey, but plays it back to Ramsey again, but there's too much power in the shot and it goes over. Driven passes are more difficult in 18. It's more difficult because the player controlling it can sometimes stumble, lose momentum, and accuracy isn't as good as well. Here we've got a first time pass out wide in space, but because it was first time it wasn't quite as accurate. It actually worked out really well in this case. We managed to create a scoring chance and the player was brought down. But as you can see from the aiming, it goes nowhere near I'm trying to aim, but because of the variance, it actually goes somewhere that was quite useful into space, so it ended up working quite well. Here we've got some long balls. They work well. They're a great way of moving the ball across the pitch. You can see the trajectory the ball takes in FIFA 18. I'm not sure if that's different from FIFA 17. I'm not a massive user of long balls across the pitch, but you can see how they act compared to how you aim. It's very important to make sure you put enough power on them, as otherwise you'll get caught out. Even there I do underpower it slightly, but it's just enough to get over the opposition's head. It does move out of the way slightly actually to cover the man, and it gets to the recipient without any issues. Here we've got a lot of 1-2s, playing 1-2 from Alexis, back to Ozil, Ozil into Alexis' path, and nice flowing move resulting in a goal. But as you can see in the replay to come, exactly how I'm aiming, so it's really ahead of the player there, no space, play it right into the space there, take a touch, again, ahead of Alexis and bang into the goal. And we've got some more through balls here, so you can see Ozil playing it wide to Bella in a through ball, playing it back inside to Ozil, and a first time through ball to Lacazette, creating a scoring chance. Unfortunately doesn't score there, but you can see exactly what I'm trying to do with the aiming here. Like, it's a perfect first time pass. I mean, Ozil uses his strong foot there, gets his left foot in. Another example of a couple of through balls here, so Lacazette's getting it in the middle, plays a ball out wide to Alexis, who plays a through ball inside to Lacazette. A bit of skill dribbling there, which is also a bit more difficult in FIFA 18. But as you can see, the final through ball was both underpowered and had poor accuracy, so nothing came of that. So to summarise, simple short passing, great way of keeping the ball. Through balls are really good, the player runs are very good, and if you've got a good team that creates space, through balls, just moving it around the pitch can be fantastic. Driven passes are a lot more difficult in FIFA 18. You can't rely on them to keep possession because players will stumble. It's a lot more realistic. Players will stumble if you just fire it into their feet. There's a lot more error on them as well, so I think it's a lot more realistic. You play a driven pass when you've got space and when you know exactly where you're going, and you've got a good player with good ball control to receive it. So a lot more variance in the passes. We should see a lot more varied games and a lot more skill involved. So yeah, those are some of the passes in FIFA 18. Let me know what you think, and that's it for this video, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.